All right, let's get right into it. We are on a mission today, and our goal, it's to crack a code that lets us travel through time, not with some sci-fi machine, but with our words. So welcome to your guide for unlocking the past. You've been there, right? You're trying to tell your friends about that amazing concert you saw last weekend or that hilarious thing that happened at work yesterday. But you feel kind of stuck, like you can only talk about what's happening right now. It's so frustrating. Well, what if I told you that what you need is a kind of verbal time machine? One that lets you just, effortlessly jump back in time and describe any moment you want. That is exactly what we are going to build today. And here it is, the simple past. Now, forget all that boring grammar class stuff. Think of this as a superpower. It's the ability to talk about any action or event that is totally, completely finished. So, your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to master this power. Okay, so every great gadget needs an instruction manual, right? Let's start with section 1 and pop the hood on our verbal time machine to see how the engine really works. And trust me, you'll be surprised at just how simple this thing is. So our time machine basically has two power sources. First, you've got the standard method. This is the easy one. You just add ed to most verbs. Walk becomes walked, play becomes played. Simple. But then you have the rebels. These are the irregular verbs, and they just refuse to follow the rules. Go becomes went, see becomes saw. They just kind of do their own thing. Now, since these rebels don't follow any pattern, there's really only one way to get them down. You just have to learn them by heart. It takes a little bit of memorization, I know, but it is so worth it, because these are some of the most powerful and common words you'll use to tell your best stories. Okay, we've seen the parts of the engine. Now let's crack open the operator's manual. Section 2 is all about the controls, the really simple commands you'll use to navigate your time machine through any situation, whether you're asking a question or just saying what didn't happen. And here it is, your secret weapon. I want you to think of the word did as the universal key for your time machine. Seriously, when it comes to making negatives and questions, this one little word does all the heavy lifting for you. Just look at how this works. So normally you'd say, she ate breakfast. But the second you bring in your universal key, didn't or did, the main verb gets to relax. It goes right back to its original form, eat. So it becomes, she didn't eat. And did she eat? See? That little key does all the time travel work for you. It's awesome. We've read the manual. Now for the really fun part, putting it all to use. In section 3, we're going to take our time machine on a few field operations to see what this baby can really do out in the wild. There are 3 main mission types for the simple past. You can use it to pinpoint a single finished action. You can use it to describe a habit you used to have. Or, and this is my personal favorite, you can use it to narrate a whole sequence of events, to tell a complete story. Okay, here's our first mission type in action. Just pinpointing an event. They watched a movie last night. The action started, it finished, it's done. It's like a perfect little snapshot of one moment in the past. Now this is where the simple past becomes a storytelling powerhouse. Look at the sequence here. First, she woke up. Then, she had breakfast, and finally, she left for work. Each action follows the last, creating this perfect little mini narrative, a complete story in 3 simple acts. That's the real magic of this tense. All right, you have seen the manual, you've watched the demos. In section 4, it's your turn to time travel. I'm handing you the keys to the machine. Let's just run a few quick tests to make sure you're ready to fly. First one, let's complete this sentence. I go to the cinema yesterday. So think about it. Is go a standard verb or is it one of our rebels? Yep, that's right. It's went. Go is a classic rebel verb, so it changes completely. If you got that one, you're already thinking like a time traveler. Nice one. Okay, next up. He bought a new car. How do we make that negative? Remember our universal key. How does it work here? Of course, he didn't buy a new car. Our key, didn't, does the work. And look, the rebel verb bought snaps right back to its original base form, buy. Perfect. Okay, final challenge. Let's turn this statement, she cooked dinner, into a question.
What do you think? How would we do that?
And there you have it. Did she cook dinner? The universal T did jumps to the front, and cooked goes right back to cook. The system is working perfectly. You've totally got this. Mission accomplished.
So you are now a fully certified operator of this verbal time machine. For our final section, let's just talk about why this new skill is so important. Your mission, it was never just about grammar. It's about what this powerful key unlocks. You see, the simple past is so much more than some boring rule in a textbook. It's the actual key to your own history. It unlocks your memories, your experiences, and all the incredible stories that make you, well, you. Think about it like this. Your entire past is a massive library filled with stories that are just waiting to be told. And you now hold the key. So the only question left is, which story are you going to unlock first?